Well, hello everybody. Welcome to video 5 of Confessions of a Spouse of a Veteran with PTSD. Today I'd like to talk about the fact that even though that I knew that my husband was diagnosed with PTSD, and even though I was able to read on it on internet, for instance, and understand the symptoms that I would read about. So nightmares, dissociation, anxiety, just the numbness, the anger, the paranoia, and so on and so on. Well, as much as I was able to read about all this, I was not able to recognize it when seeing my husband. So my point today is the fact that I'd like to share with you a story where at that time I couldn't tell you what was going on with my husband, but the fact that I had no anger regarding the situation we went through, I was able to react adequately. And this is very important. This is like for me the base of everything, being able to respond in a way that will not trigger my husband. So here's the situation I'd like to share with you. A couple of years ago, my husband has been like living pretty much isolated from the rest of the world for a number of years. And for the first time, he was invited to participate in a big veteran gathering. So he knew that veterans from all over Quebec would be there, and it was his first big event. So in the days prior the event, he would, just talk about it in ways that back then I couldn't see that it was his anxiety talking, but now I know. But he would always like refer to the event as, I don't know how many people there will be. And you know what? There's going to be people all over Quebec there. I wonder if there's going to be more Loadmasters like me, and so on and so on. So, I kind of thought that it was cute. It meant that he wanted to go there, right? So the day of the event, so it was in a sugar shack. So while driving on our way there, of course, then he would talk about it even more. Hey, you know that there's gonna be people from all over, and he would like always talk about it. So I didn't mind. I mean, for me, Loadmasters, mechanics, engineers, everybody's very nice. So I was kind of, happy for him that he was expecting to have fun. So that was already like a huge step. So of course we arrived there, and parking was even more complicated than it is usually, because like he knew that it was all veterans, so he had to park like perfectly. And my husband, when it's time to park a car, let me tell you something, he does it like a king. I mean, it's perfect, it's straight, it's ready to go. But just choosing the parking spot, I mean, there's already full of cars. I mean, I don't care walking 30 more seconds in order to get in the sugar shack. Please park the car. Then again, I knew that it was important for him to park the car in a place where he would feel all right with it. So, okay. As we walk toward the sugar shack, just before we entered it, he stopped me. He said, just like a little boy who was very, very proud of himself, he said, hey, look at this. And he went into his pocket and he showed me a coin with a pig's face on the coin. I'm the queen of the house. I know where everything is located in my house. And even though we've been married like for I don't know how many years back then, but I never saw that big coins in my life. So where did he take it? I still don't know up to this day. But he showed me the coin. And And I looked at it. Said, okay, what's this? And you know what he told me? He said, I didn't forget it. Okay. I said, okay, why? He said, you know why? Because if I don't have it and the Loadmaster asks for it, I'm gonna have to pay the beer to everybody. You don't know Loadmasters. This is how they work. Like at that moment, I realized that half of his brain knew where he was going, like it was real, but the other part of it, he was a military. He was dissociated. And at that moment, my answer could have either make it better or make it worst. I'm sorry. But thank God, since I was able to recognize like where he was, I was able to simply say, hey, okay, we're here. You're not in the forces anymore. You're going to meet with veterans. And you know what? You don't have to pay the beer no more to anybody if you don't feel like it. And he just looked at me and he kind of snapped out of it. And he said, oh, okay, you're right. I'm back now. Do you realize if I would have said when he showed me the big coin, what the hell is this? Are you out of your mind? Blah, blah, blah. Where are you? You crazy? It's so easy to say anything wrong. It would have triggered even more Rambo. He might have said, you know what? I don't feel like going anymore because his anxiety level was so high. He might have said just, you know what? Let's go back home. That's it. I'm not going. But no. Just the fact that I knew with my heart, even though I wasn't able back then to say it was dissociation or it was paranoia or whatever that was, I knew the answer. Why did I know this answer? Because I had no anger. That's my story of the day. So we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.